Well, we take a quick stock of how global markets are doing in early trade today as well as how they performed yesterday. Of course, currently the focus will entirely be on the budget, especially when it comes to Indian markets. But let's take a quick look at it nonetheless. US indices closed the month in the green. That was on the 31st of January. But they have been lower when it comes to the entire month of January. Despite the gains, all three US indices saw the largest monthly decline since March of 2020. The Dow gained over 1.1% in trade yesterday, and despite that, the index is down 3.3% for the month of January. The S&P 500 too up 1.9% yesterday, with the index down 5.3% for the month. And the Nasdaq, which has seen the wildest swings, was up 3.4% yesterday, and despite that it has fallen 8.9% in trade for the month of January. And this is despite both 31st as well as the last two trading sessions of January being in the green, and despite that we've seen that the month of January has seen a large decline for US indices. Moving on to Europe, Europe also clocked the worst month since October of 2020, and despite that the DAX, CAC as well as Stock 600 all gained. In fact, the DAX and the Stock 600 index were up 0.6% each. The CAC 40 was up almost 0.5%, while the FTSE was down around 0.1% in trade yesterday. When it comes to how Asia has opened, well, Asia has opened largely in the green, other than the Shanghai. The Shanghai is staring at almost 1% of losses as we speak. Other than that, all indices are in the green, with the Hang Seng up over 1%, and so is the Kospi. When we look at the SGX Nifty as well, that's also almost 1% higher in early trade today. Moving quickly on to commodities, oil has been able to hold above that $88 a barrel mark when we look at it in early trade today. Gold obviously fell for the month of January. We did see a fall, especially towards the fag end of January, and that has held very close to just below that $1,800 an ounce mark. In terms of currencies, the dollar index stands at the 96.7 mark in early trade today. The US 10-year yield is just below that 1.8%. In fact, it's dropped a little bit even from yesterday. It's at 1.782%. And of course, that is also one of the causes of the markets going up yesterday. Bitcoin has gained a bit. It's up 1.5% in early trade today. It's just above that $38,000 mark. That's a roundup of how global markets are looking in early trade today.